Hi there. Today in this video we are adding audio to the Ksquid website. And the way we're going to do that is just by creating a blog post. And we can log into the website, and once we're at a dashboard like I am here, there's a few ways you can create a post. You can either go up to this new section and click on post, or in our sidebar there's also an option for posts and then add. Once we get to the Add New Post screen, we're going to want to enter a title. Ideally, your title will be descriptive enough to help people really understand what this audio is all about, who they're going to hear, and what's being talked about. You'll have a description area below here where you'll enter a much longer description of all of that information. We're asking for at least a paragraph to go over all the types of things that was discussed and what users can expect to hear when they click on this audio. Paragraph's great, and you can include things like resources for more information, links to other websites. All that is great stuff. After you have a good description, you can go over to the right here and click a few boxes. First, in the categories section, we'll want to click any genres if this is a music-related audio. For talk-related audio, we'll want to choose any related talk topics or categories. And most importantly, you'll want to choose which program or programs this audio correlates to. So let's say this is a Talk of the Bay show. I'm going to navigate to Talk of the Bay and make sure I click that. And then we'll want to do the same thing a little further down for the podcast series section. Again, we're just trying to find the associated show and make sure to click the checkbox for that. One thing you don't want to forget, just like any blog post, you want to set a featured image. That will really help it show up in the rest of the website. And there's a separate video on the volunteer portal showing you how to add featured images. So make sure to check that out. Finally, we're going to need to upload or put in information at least about the audio file. Now, what we've done at Ksquid is created an online archive of most of our shows, especially our talk shows, that you can find on this URL here. If you need an easier way to access this URL, we also have a link in the volunteer portal of our website. Just go to the volunteer portal page, and then you'll see it under audio, and we have a link here, Raw Audio Archive of Programs. We do have a reminder there that this is a private section for just Ksquid folks, so this isn't to be shared publicly, this URL at all. What it is good for is to help us find our show and then track down an actual MP3 file that has been auto-generated for each particular day of that show. We're still getting this running, so there are kinks to be worked out, but you should be able to find a corresponding file, and if you need to, you can copy that URL. I'm going to do it this way. Your browser might work a little differently, but you want to capture the actual URL address of that audio file and then come back to our page here and just paste it in if you want to directly link to that archive file. We would be done here, but in many cases we are recommending that programmers first download that file and see if it needs some editing. A lot of cases the auto archive is not going to detect and know when you actually started that show right on the dot. There might be it might be out of sync a little. So it is helpful to edit it first if needed. In that case, you'll have to use editing software, and I'm going to submit for review. And we'll know that there is success when we see this post submitted indicator here. We can also preview that post where it should show us all of that information we entered, such as the categories, the audio itself, any description we entered, as well as hopefully that featured image you also attached. And that's how to add audio to a blog post.